Hello, everybody. It's time for harmonica class. I'm going to start doing that. I'm trying to think. I think it's the girl I follow who does recorder. She says, "Hey, I'm so and so from England," and then you go. She gets a one little bloop from out of our recorder. I like that. I don't remember her name. All right, let's tweet because that's what we do now. They haven't suspended my account. And then let's go to the website and post the link to this to this video. And the website is mammothgardens.com. And there we have, well, as of today, we have 75 other videos of harmonica classes. We have a weekly schedule, and we also have a harmonica library that's growing all of the time. And today we have a brand new arrangement of a Irish tune. Irish or Scottish? Scottish. And let's get it right, Gary. And so we will be seeing how that plays. And then tomorrow we have a concert coming, and everybody is going to play. How many songs do we have tomorrow? We have 1 plus 4. That's, what am I up to? 5? 4? Is it 4? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 songs tomorrow to play. 9 songs tomorrow plus our warm-ups, right? So so we'll be rocking it pretty good tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday already. It feels like it ought to be Tuesday. I don't know what happened. This week has been, for everybody in the entire world at this point, has been enough. And so as of today, I'm hoping that we are officially, I got a tweet, https://mammothgardens.com and tweet. All right, so now we've tweeted. Let's see. I'm being tweeted. My tweet dropped in just above articles of impeachment. So I guess you can go, well, should I do read about articles of impeachment, or shall I go learn to play harmonica? I don't know. All right, let's see. The world is not what we thought it was going to be, is it, guys? All right, but today we're here to play music, and today we're going to play When the Saints Go Marching In as our Thursday intro song. Mondays, remember, I do a little bit of a how to play harmonica lesson, and so if you want to go back into the archive and check Monday's thing, any Monday, we go through a little bit more detail on how to play this little guy, and then the rest of the week we just play songs. So usually the last semester we were working and we were playing a whole lot of stuff every day, and I decided I'm not positive that was doing us a lot of good. I think what does a lot of good is come in, learn how to play the day's song, and then play the other songs of the week on your own. When we're playing as an ensemble or a duet, in this case, you learn a whole bunch, and it's really important. But it's on harmonica, because it's a little bit more of a individualized instrument. I think you need to spend a little bit of time just working on songs as a soloist as well. And the chances of you getting to play in any type of meaningful harmonica ensemble will happen only at Harmonica Club. No one else is going to let you play for them. So it's not always such a great thing to be playing with me. It's definitely something you want to be doing, playing a little bit on your own as well. And I know if you're like me, you are unlikely to take this instrument seriously any other time other than when you are here in class. So hopefully at the end of class, you spend a little bit of time reviewing the day's songs and doing that. Let's see who wandered in this morning. We've got a little bit of a small group this morning so far. It usually grows as we get along. Marcia's here. Marcia's a local. She's fully committed to the idea of harmonica. She's talking her family into playing it, the whole thing. Good for you. Marianne is in. She's also local here. Good to see you. Melissa is sort of local. She lives up in Boulder. That's the greatest place. I lived in Boulder for 6 years, and the single biggest mistake of my life was to say, "Well, I think it's time to move." Yeah, you should if you can get into Boulder and you can stay there. In fact, last couple weeks back, I had to run up there to pick up. We ordered something online, and you had to go up there to pick it up. And I drove past my old apartment building. It's still there. It's blue now. It used to be white. And they bulldozed one of the houses I lived in. And there used to be this little old house across the street from the student union that had a Bugs Bunny painted on it, and I lived in the basement of that for a while with the cockroaches. And then they bulldozed it, and let's see, lived in another building that got bulldozed right behind the university, and then I lived in a duplex way up in Mapleton Hill, which is the fancy area. How I ever afforded that, I don't know, but back then things weren't quite the same price as they are now. Don made it in. He's a little bit local. He lives up the street, 60 miles, something like that. Frances is here this morning. She's been ditching us a little bit. So good morning, Frances. Good to see you. Diane, how are you? And Christine, Diane's also local. Christine's up in Bozeman, Montana. Good greetings to you. So hopefully everybody's doing fine. We're all a little bit running slow today. Yesterday was a bit of a drain on us, and so let's play "When the Saints Go Marching In" and see if we can't get our heads going back into the where it should be, which is playing music and doing things for ourselves. So "When the Saints Go Marching In," we always play it twice through. Not good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Pauline. We always play it twice through. There's a 4-beat count in with a 1-beat rest, and then we play through the song twice. When you come down the second time, you play 215, but then you skip 16 and 17, and you play the big final note number. So good morning, Connie. Welcome in. All right, from the top, 4-beat count in, 1-beat rest, 2 times through, blow 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Isn't that lovely? That's just a really pleasant song. I would say that's one of those songs that does better faster, right? That was a fairly slow pace. If you play it a little bit fast with a little bit of coolness in it, dun 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 dun, try to get a little extra oomph out of the sixes. You can turn that into kind of a fun song to play. Morning, Evelyn. Okay, "When the Saints Go Marching In," this helps us get this warmed up. Let's go to your scales. Those are on the diatonic notes in C page. We play the C major scale twice through, top to bottom. And the last note's twice as long. Go back through, play it again, top to bottom. So just the C major scale. 4-beat count in, blow 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. And then the A minor scale uses these upper notes, much harder to play. Draw 6 to get started with. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, my eight was locking up on me a little bit. Happens usually after you play a little bit. Warm your harmonica up. Make sure that everything's as warm and as happy as it can be. Then those notes usually go a little bit better. Also, more expensive harmonicas play better. Those upper notes better than the cheaper harmonicas. Right? We figured that out. All right, many things we have figured out. Let's see. All right, so we've done our morning warm up. Tomorrow, our morning warm up will be "You Are My Sunshine." So tonight, you might want to spend, or not tonight, right after class, you may want to go through and make sure you can play that. And then tomorrow, we skip the diatonic warm up, so you will probably want to warm your harmonica up early. And then tomorrow we will play all through the night. Amazing Grace, Mr. Bojangles, which we started yesterday. Harder to play than we wanted it to be. And then today and tomorrow we're going to play Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. And for those of you guys who weren't here the first time around when we did this song, this is a hard song. And so we're going to see what we can do with it. And so you'll notice right off the bat on this piece of music, you got 8s right up at the top there. So, and then over at measure 6, you go into your 9s and 10s. So you are going to be playing this whole entire piece up here. I think it's not a bad idea. Once in a while, you don't want all of your songs to be total miserable pains, but you do want to play songs that are further up here, partly for humility's sake and partly just to get where you are like, all right, coming up with various strategies. Hey, I'm blowing in 9 and no sound is coming out, making some minor alterations to how the harmonic is fitting in your face and seeing if that helps. It doesn't always help, but often it does. The other thing I think about these old tunes that you don't necessarily know is it really forces you to go to the website and listen to the tune a few times and try to come to terms with what's going on here. Why was this song super popular in the 19th century, probably written in the 18th century? Why would they write this up in Scotland? You know what I mean? Why is it still hanging around if it's that old? And usually most of the old songs that hang around usually have really sweet melodies to them, and then the chords line up in a sensible way. That's the songs that stick around century after century, or ones that make sense and have nice melodies. And so this is one of those songs where it pretty much makes sense. And we'll see how we go on this one. It's meant to be played pretty slowly. And who else wandered in here? Oh, hey, Kat, welcome in. It's meant to be played pretty slowly and a little bit sad, I think. I don't know anything else to talk about this one. Just kind of sad. He's celebrating how beautiful she is, but it appears as the lyrics go along that she's dead. So don't want to spoil the end of the song to you, but yeah, she's definitely not doing well. Good morning, Fran. Welcome in. So we'll play it through 2 times through. Then I'll tell you what. We'll play it through twice. It's supposed to be meant 3 times through. If things are going well for me, we'll play it through twice. If things are going horribly for me, we'll play it through all 3 times. Okay. So you're going to play down to measure 10, come back, play down through measure 10. I will let you know well, you'll know by the time we get to measure 10. You're like, Gary's not hitting any of his notes. Then we'll go back and do the 3rd time through. If it feels like, gosh, it's going pretty well, then we'll finish it up. Okay. So this is all about whether I can play the song. All right, and we start with a -6, which you notice on the sheet music, we're in A minor. The way you know you're in A minor is you start on A minor, you end on A minor, bunch of A minors in the middle, and so that is means we're in A minor, which not surprisingly, just like from our A minor study that we do every single day, it starts with a -6, right? So you're already set to play it. Here we go from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish it up. No one's the whole time you're in a panic. Oh my gosh, is it going to work or not? it's so tomorrow we'll play the whole thing 3 times through. We'll play it just as written. Um, it's and Evelyn says that one's hard on the ears. Well, people who are not in our group would say everything we play on this is hard on your ears. But yeah, you got these -10s, right? And I notice immediately my microphone here starts clipping. It's like, what are you doing? um, but I would say I was trying to keep the speed down a little bit, play it really, really slow, and let it develop, let the notes kind of develop in the harmonica. And yeah, it's going to be one of those songs that's pretty challenging. If you hear the melody, though, that's a beautiful melody, right? It's super sad. And it sounds very Scottish in a way, in terms of, yeah, I could have pictured that being played on a bagpipe on a hill in the heather somewhere. With the midges. Diane says probably not many requests for playing that one. Yeah, that it's not. It's not quite the Ariana Grande and who else is famous these days? Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga. Not quite in that category. Different part on the Billboard top number ones. Yeah, so anyway, there you go. Work on, I would say tomorrow, if you are been around a little while, goal is to see if you can get all those clean, pretty. Yeah, they're pretty high, and then go buy yourself a G harmonica and play them a little bit lower voicing. And I think I do know that those draw tens on a C harmonica have a tendency to be a bit of an assault on your senses. So please know I understand what you're facing there. uh, and I apologize. I seem to be super popular all of a sudden. All right, so tomorrow, remember, we're going to play all four of the week's songs. So all through the night, Amazing Grace, Mr. Bojangles was the new one and rather challenging to get the timing right. And then Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. The challenge with this one is keeping it slow and hitting those high notes. All of those all those things are skills you want to be able to do. So let's spend a little bit of time working on those when we're done with class today. Just go through and play everything, make sure it's making sense. I have no notes on my piece of sheet music at all there. I think it's written exactly correctly. I just think it's hard to play. And tomorrow we'll do all three times through. So you get 3 shots at getting it right. All right, guys, I posted a new song. It's not a new song to me, but it's been around for a while in my guitar program called Minstrel Boy. And I want to, did I not print it? I didn't print it. Let me print it real quick. God dang it. Sorry. I'm going to have to grab this. I think. Let me see if I can download it and get it on the screen good enough. I forgot to print. Save. Let me see. I bet I can get on the screen fine. So Minstrel Boy, old Thomas More poem set to music, late 18th century, and might probably been early 19th century probably when they actually did the music for this. And it fits right into, I do well, Christy and I have always called it the Irish medley. I think it could be the Scottish medley. I think we'll change it to Celtic medley. But we have, what am I trying to say here? Minstrel Boy, open. I need this to open in some. I don't need it to open here. This is where my problem. This is where the problem is. Let me go over here to open it up. It's wanting to open it up in Firefox, and I don't want it to do that. Downloads. Minstrel Boy. Now it'll open up in the correct format. Okay, so what we're doing is playing this song with Danny Boy, and then I have one more song that goes with it, which is what's it called? Last Rose of Summer, and they all have that same sort of sad, beautiful tone to them, and so we'll be putting that so that we'll eventually have our Celtic, the entire Celtic medley all put together in one place, and it'd be fun for you as a chromatic harmonica player to get this. So I love this tune, by the way. I think it's really nice. The minstrel boy to the war is gone, in the ranks of death you will find him. His father's sword he has girded on, in the wild harp is thine hymn. I don't know the words. Land of song and the royal thumb. Da dum, da dum, 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 dum. One sword as least thy rights shall guard. Da da dum, ba da 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 dum dum. So it's meant to be a march, and it's got this sort of jubilant feel to it. The poor minstrel boy has fallen in war, and that's what the whole thing's about. It's kind of an anti-war type song, and I think the melody is really fun to play. I think it's one of the great melodies, to be honest. And so with ours on chromatic, obviously. This ended up, as I was pulling this up, I was going to do Last Rose of Summer first, but it was in a different key. And then I pulled this one up. I'm like, oh, it's already in C. So I started filling it out and doing what I do. And I'm like, oh, man, Francis is going to kill me. I got a chromatic song. And you only press the button once in the whole entire song. So it's up in measure 10. It's like clunk, and then that's it. So there's only one time you have to push the button, but that moment, obviously, when you only have one time when you're going to press that button, that moment's like, yeah. So you'll get your money's worth out of your button. Let's see, a couple of thoughts over here. Let's see, Carol says, any particular G harmonica that you would recommend? Well, the list of harmonicas on page 1. I don't think Folkmaster comes in all the keys. I think it only comes in C. That's why it's relatively inexpensive. But I know the special and the crossover come in um, all of the keys, and so it's sort of one of those cost tolerance things. If you've got $60, I think the crossovers is, according to all these guys, I don't own a crossover yet. Probably my next harmonica purchase will be a crossover, but they're about $60. They're pretty expensive, but everybody has been super pleased with them. And so, Carol, if you're thinking, hey, I'm gonna play one of these, if I'm going to buy a second harmonica and I got $60, go for that crossover. Everybody's been loving theirs. Um, and the but all of them sound about the same, and it's just obviously the more money you spend on them, the better quality they are, and the more likely it is they're going to play a little bit easier for you. So yeah, and that's exactly what Sandy says. She picked up a crossover, but the special 20s are very well thought of as well, and so you can pick one of those up for a little less money. I think they're about $40, 45, something like that. The -9 and -10 notes are much easier on the ears. Yeah, if you do, yeah, that's when we're playing in a C harmonica and we're playing those 10s, they are very whistle-like and a little bit tough on you. So, all right, let's get back to the main idea here of the tune. Let me go grab my piece of sheet music. We'll play through it once. We'll stop. We'll talk about it, and then we'll go back through and play it a couple of times. How are we doing? We're doing fine on time, by the way. So, first note's going to be a blow 3, and then you're going to switch up to a blow 5, and then the rest of them are all sort of next to each other. And 3-beat count in. And you're supposed to play it twice through. Let's play it one time through and see, make sure that we're all happy with what's coming out of our harmonica, and then we'll play it fully. So 3-beat count in. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Plays pretty well, right? The hard part, right, when you get to measure 12, you got to find 3, right? You're hanging out on 8, playing on that 8, that high notes on 8, and then you got to come down and hopefully find your 3. That's the biggest challenge with the song. And if you haven't heard the song before, go check it out on YouTube. You know, all of the bagpipe bands and so on will play this music. And years ago when I put this together, there was one guy who was giving a school presentation and he was just playing a drum and he has this amazing voice. And I was like, yeah, that's the song I want to know how to play. So we'll take our time through it one more time. Let me make sure you guys aren't losing it. Weird melody, only nice sound was the G sharp. No, Francis, it's an awesome melody, and the G sharp is just extra awesome. Are you going to teach us how to play bagpipes next? I was years ago when we were in Scotland. I, of course, go to the music shop and I'm looking all around like, what could I get that's unique to Scotland? And the only thing that was particularly different than a music shop in the United States was they had a pretty significant bagpipe stuff there. So I got talking to the guy and he's like, well, we all start with this thing and you can get it on Amazon for half the price. So it's I want to say a canter or something like that. It's the part you blow into, but no bag, right? And you're supposed to learn how to play that first. That's apparently your practice thing, and then when you're ready to play, you put a bag on. It's the same thing as a fife. That's what's funny about bagpipes is just it's just a little same thing as your Irish whistle. Basically, there's no sharps or flats on it. It's just those basic notes, and so you have to learn how to make sharps and flats by opening a hole part way, and then of course running the amplifier, which is the bag. So yeah, so no, we're not learning how to play bagpipes. I saw the big picture, and he's like, yeah, just go to Amazon and get Scots. They're a funny group of people. They're like, yeah, don't buy that here. It's too expensive. All right, one more time. Let's play it two times through. You will like the melody. I feel pretty confident in that. So let's play it one more, all the way above major 16, come back to major 1, and then play it through to the end. Skip major 16 that last time. And we're playing it pretty slow on purpose so that you can get a sense, get your notes around it. And then, yeah, that's it. I don't know what else I'm talking about. From the top, 3-beat countdown, 2 times through. 1, 2, 3. That's a good song, Francis. More than just star 7. That's a good song. All right, I love that tune. We're gonna next week. I'll get Last Rose of Summer together, and then we'll play all 3: Danny Boy, Minstrel Boy, and Last Rose of Summer, all as a medley, and you'll just be ready to move to Scotland, or Northern England, or West England, Ireland, whatever. You'll feel very Celtic. You can move to Boston. That's what I know, guys. You got a little bit of time to practice your songs for tomorrow, right? We got a concert tomorrow. We want to make sure you're killing it, and I will see all of you then. And let's see. And you need help. Francis says, and Sandy says, very nice song. See, Sandy and I are on the same page. Melissa's like, it has potential. See, those of you guys that don't have Celtic backgrounds, right? You don't know, you don't understand. This is in my DNA. Let's see. Marianne says, all right, see you tomorrow, Marianne. Evelyn, thanks for seeing you. Ready for St. Patty's Day. That's right. That's right. We'll get that ready for St. Patrick's Day. What else do they play for St. Patrick's Day? Oh, I got a few other Irish tunes that we'll put together. Whiskey in the Jar. Trying to think of what else is on that list. We'll be ready for St. Patrick's Day for sure. All right, kids. I will see all of you tomorrow, and be good and try to do a random act of kindness and practice. Tonight's practice night, right? And then show up here tomorrow ready to rock it out. And like and subscribe, and that's what I gotta have you do. So have a wonderful day. I'm liking Mr. Boy. Yeah, come on, Don. Don and I know. Don and Sandy and Gary are on board. You'll like it. You really will. Once you get the melody in your head, you're like, oh, I can't get that melody back out. Patty, good to see you. Francis, you're welcome. Early PT today, so we'll miss you. Melissa, we can't do it without you. Tell them you got to do it on your phone at the PT. They can steady you. Thanks, guys. Like it. It's a pace I can handle. Yay! Awesome. All right, guys. Pulling the plug. Go play some harmonica.